Yo, what's up? It's your boy Brian General once again, and welcome back to the part 2 of the XCO Fun Race, which was held on August 8, 2021, here in Catbalogan City. So yeah, we made it to the flat course of the race, and this is actually a long stretch going to the mangrove forest of Sitio Mumbun. And here we are in the first river crossing, which is actually rideable. Alright, so this was this guy behind us who was like in a hurry, and he want us to make a way for him, and it turned out to be the champion of the 40 above category of the race. We have finally parted ways with that guy in blue jersey, and you know what, this is what I call the advantage of being familiar with the trail. Ooh, I made it to the turning point, and it looks like I have a new challenger. And here we go to the slippery part of the trail, and we are actually getting near the mangroves. And when I say mangroves, there's actually a challenge which waits for us there. And we have finally made it to the mangroves, and it's now time to carry our bikes and of course balance ourselves in the wooden bridge. Funny thing I have encountered in the race is the marshal thought that I am a part of the 40 above category, but I said to him that I'm only 26 years old and I am rolling in the newbie category. We are now exiting the trail, and we are en route to the long stretch of a bumpy wooden bridge. And we have finally made it here in the long and bumpy wooden bridge of Sitio Mumbun. And if you thought that's actually the end of the wooden bridge, no, it's not. It was only an introduction earlier, and we are now making our way to the last stretch of the bumpy wooden bridge. And we have successfully got out of the trail, and it's now time to face the last challenge of the race, which is the steep ascent to the finish line. My heart was racing because of two factors, the adrenaline and some kind of anxiety. The gradients was sort of my disadvantage. I wasn't able to practice racing here because of the fact that my training was scarce and I spent it more in the trails. Aside from that, I was kind of sleep deprived because I arrived home late from my friend's wedding. The two events were actually significant, but the wedding was once in a lifetime. I actually have promised myself to go home early so that I'd be prepared for the race, yet I spent it hanging out and drinking with the newlyweds and our good friends too, since it will be a long time before we meet each other in flesh. But I have learned a lesson that a good sleep and alcohol abstinence are a crucial part of every race, so next time, I'm going to avoid doing this. Kind of exhausted, but I was overwhelmed by the teens who were not part of the race, yet they were present to support some of their friends or the racers in general. Notice this kid who slightly splashed of water to me. It actually felt genuine. If you're watching this video, shout out to you guys. Thanks for the support. We have made it to the final yet brutal ascent en route to the finish line. Notice the determination of this kid with the orange bike. It seemed like he's kind of exhausted, that's why he pushed his bike. In my mind, I was about to do the same, yet I remembered the walang tukuran saying of some cyclists. And I finally made it to the finish line. If the ranking had top 10, I think I'd probably had a slot. But overall, it was an awesome race. It was well organized. I was able to meet genuine people and of course, some who are rude too. Next time, I know what to do during the race, so hopefully I'm gonna race again next year. Kudos to Samba, Kabalikat, BFP, sponsors, and racers. See you all again soon.